Now, question number 12. Two guns situated on the top of a hill of height 10 meters fire one shot each with the speed of 5 √3 meter per second at some interval of time. One gun fires horizontally and other one fires upwards by making an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal. The shots collide in the air at a point P. Then find the time interval between the firings and also coordinate of the point P. Take the origin of the coordinate system at the foot of the hill, right below the muzzle, and the trajectories are in the XY plane. So this is our question. So in this question, what happens? This is one hill, 10 meters height. From here I am projecting. Projecting means firing one gun with U initial velocity. Another shot, another bullet by making 60 degrees fired. So this is the trajectory, parabolic path. This is the horizontal projectile. This is from the top of the tower projection like this, and this is making some obliquely. This is also tower only, but making some angle. These two are meeting here. What is your first question? To reach this bullet from here to here, T1 time. This will T2 time. These two are meeting. In T1 time it is coming here, and T2 time it is coming here, but meeting at X distance. What is the X? Horizontal displacement. So this is called range. In the case of body projected from the top of the tower, this is called range. Okay. So from this I am finding range, and from this I am finding range. This time I am taking T1, this time I am taking T2. What is the time interval? T2 minus T1 finding. Again, what is asking? At X depth from this position, these two are meeting, I am assuming. So this total is 10 and this is H. So what about this? This is Y, that is 10 minus H. So XY is the coordinate. Where it is meeting, the coordinate XY. This also find out. These are the two questions in this. So first what I am taking here, I am finding X. What is the X? Range. What is the range? Horizontal displacement. Horizontal velocity into time. So initially what is the velocity? U. And what is the time? T1. So what is the X? X equals to U into T1. My first equation belongs to first bullet. In the second bullet case, what happens? Here U value given 5 √3 meter per second. G value also given, that is 10 meter per second square. So according to resolution of vectors, what about this? You take this is 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees and U value 5 √3. So automatically this is Ux and this is Uy. What about Ux? U cos theta. And what about Uy? U sin theta. What is the U cos theta? That equals to 5 √3 into cos 60. What about cos 60 value? Cos 60, 1 by 2. Cos 60 value how much? 1 by 2. Similarly, you go to sin 60. So, in this way we are finding the horizontal component and vertical components. So, here what is the horizontal component? Cos 60 value how much? 1 by 2. So, we are writing this as 5 √3. What about this horizontal thing? 5 √3 into 1 by 2 meter per second. Okay. How much time taking? T2 time. Now what about X? 5 √3 by 2 into T2. This is my second equation. In both the cases, X same only. So by comparing these two, we are getting one relation that is belongs to T1 T2 relation. That belongs to T1 T2 relation. Okay. Now substitute here. Then what happens? 1 equals to 2. X equal to UT1. Here what is the U? 5 √3. Here this is horizontal velocity. Same velocity 5 √3. This is horizontally, this is obliquely, but velocity same 5 √3. So here what I am writing here? 5 √3 T1. Now I am doing 1 equals to 2. Now you do. Then this implies 5 √3 T1 that equals to 5 √3 T2 by 2. 5 √3 cancel. So what I am getting here, T2 equals to 2T1. You take this is equation number 3. T2 equals to 2T1. That is my equation number 3. That is the relation between these two times. So first we are finding. So what is the difference here? T2 minus T1 is 2T1 minus T1. T1 only. For getting T1 well, for the purpose, what I am finding? Heights finding. What I am finding? Heights. This how much height traveling, depth traveling, and this how much depth traveling. Both depth same only. So first I am taking horizontal projection. In the horizontal projection case, vertical component 0 only. Now I am taking this first body. In this, it is projected horizontally. So vertically what happens? Initial velocity 0 only. It is traveling h displacement. Apply formula. S equals to ud plus of at square. Now what is S? S equals to, you write this as h. So h equals to ud plus of at square. What is the u? U later you write. U only into T1. Vertical velocity, vertical initial velocity 0 because vertical displacement, not horizontal. Ut plus of at square. Moving downward, so of g T1 square. Now what is the height? Of g T1 square. This is my equation number 4. This is my equation number 4. Similarly, you go to vertical projected body. In the vertical projected body case, what happens? So before going to this, you have take one concept belongs to one body projected from the top of the tower. That concept you take. For example, this is one tower. From the tower, one body projected with u initial velocity and reaching time here. What is the height? This h. So moving upward from here h1. So again this also h1. This is h. Now what is the total here to here? What is the total displacement? Moving upward positive taking. So coming downward negative happens. So h1 minus of this total. h1 plus h. So what happens? h1 minus h. So now what is the displacement of this body when it reaches to here from the top of the tower to ground? Minus h. You apply this in the S equals to ud plus half at square formula. Which formula? S equals to ut plus half at square formula. What is the u? U means u only. In the S place what I am writing? Minus h, that equals to ut. Moving upward means retardation. K equal to minus g. So minus of gt square. This formula I am applying in the case of vertically projected. Oblique means what? Here, what is the vertical component? This is u. Two components. This is if this is u, what happens? U cos theta, u sin theta. Horizontal projected, what is that different? I am taking this oblique projected. U cos 60. What is this? U sin 60. With this u sin 60, it is coming down. So in the u place, what I am writing? U sin 60. H means same. Here G means what? Again same. So that we are applying. Now you apply this formula. You apply. Then what happens in the second case? Apply here. What is this? U sin 60. What I am taking? U sin 60. So what I am writing? Minus h equals to this. What I am writing? U sin 60 into what about this time? T2. Ut minus of g as it is only. T means T2 square. So in this add apply. From that I am getting this. Here what is the u? U means u sin 60. That is u. That's all. Ut means of gt square. In this formula apply. Now what I am writing here finally? H equals to, this implies H equals to u value. What is the u value? 5 root 3 already given. What is the u value? This minus going this side. So minus 5 root 3 into sin 60. What is sin 60 value? Sin 60 root 3 by 2. root 3 by 2 into T2 minus of GT2 square minus of GT2 square. G equal, you take G 10 right into T2 square. Now what happens this equation? H equals to minus 15 by 2 T2 minus 5 T2 square. This is my equation number 5. Again in the 4 also you write G equals to 10. Then what happens? H equals to, this implies H equals to half into 10 into T1 square 5. So what is this? 5 T1 square. This is I am taking 6th equation. So this also H, this also H. Now what I am doing? Both you compare. S equals to ut minus of gt square. So this minus coming here minus ut. Minus implies plus happens. This minus h equal to ut minus of gt square. H equals to minus ut plus of gt square. Minus ut plus of gt square. So this plus of gt square. So here what happens? This 5th equation, 6th equation, both heights belongs to same only. Heights means from this depth. From this what happens? Depth. Now you compare these two. Then what happens? Here already t equal to 2d1 relation came. Again h equal here 5d1 square came. Here what came? H equal to 5d1 square came. That equal to 5t2 square came. So these two are equal. Then this implies minus 15 by 2 into T2 plus 5T2 square equals to 5T1 square. That's all. Now what is the relation between T2 and T1? He had given that. T2 equals to 2T1. So you write this here 2T1 minus 15 by 2 into 2T1 plus 5 into 2T1 whole square, that equals to 5T1 square. So by doing mathematics I am getting T1. Again T1 T2 relation we are getting. Then what happens here now? This implies that is minus 15T1 plus 2 to the 4, 5 4 the 20 plus 20 T1 square, that equals to 5T1 square. Okay. Now we are writing this as you take that side 20 T1 square minus 5 T1 square, that equal to 15 T1. So here what I am getting? 15 T1 square, that equal to 15 T1. This T1 cancel, 15 cancel. Now what I am getting? T1 equals to 1 second. What I am getting? 1 second. That is T1 value. Again T2 equals to 1, 2 T1. Again here T2 equals to 1. Relation 2 T1. Here T2 equals to 2 T1. So 2 into 1, that is 2 seconds. So this is 1 second and this is 2 seconds. Now what is the duration? Duration equals to T2 minus T1. 2 minus 1. So 1 second. So first this fired. After this 1 second, this fired. It is taking 2 seconds time. It is taking 1 second time for meeting. That is the concept. Next one, finding xy coordinates find. That is the second question. So for finding second question, first you find heights. What is the height? Here Already range we know. What is the range? This is x equals to ut1. So first you find height for finding y value. So what is the h? H equals to what we wrote? Half gt1 square. So half into 10 into 1 square. 2 ones are 2 5s are. How many meters? 5 meters. So what is the height? Height is 5 meters. This is 5 meters. This totally 10. 10 minus 5. So what about y? Y equals to 5 meters. Completed. Next x. X means what? Range. How it is? ut1. X equals to ut1. What is the u? 5 root 3 into t1. What is the t1? 1 second. So 5 root 3 meters. I know x value, y value. Now what is the coordinate? Px comma y. That equal to 5 root 3 comma 5. So that is the coordinate of colliding position. So this is about collision condition.